Hello my dear friends, I am Corey and today I'm going to show you how to convert and paint a toy car for Gasland. I have already talked about Gasland in one of my previous videos, in which I have shown you some of the best war games out there that I think are perfect for those of you who want to get started into wargaming. Gasland is one of those games because I personally think that it is a great game to get started for the simple reason that it doesn't require a lot of materials. Just some templates, 5 dice, and some toy cars. Hotwheels, Majorette, just toy car. Toy cars are something that I think all of us have rolling around our houses, just because maybe we have kids that like to play with those toy cars, or maybe because we were kids back in the day and we played with toy cars long time ago, or maybe you are like me and still have those toy cars and still like to play with them. Yes, this is my entire collection of toy car that I have played with when I was a kid. And no, I'm not fucking ashamed of it, and yes, Gasland is just an excuse to play with my toy car, even though I am almost 30 years old, so you shut the fuck. And the great thing is that you don't even have to paint those toy cars, those are just already painted, those are toys. But if you want, you can also convert and paint these little toys, and in this video I want to show you how to do that. I have some toy cars here beside my collection that I have bought from a flea market not a long time ago, and those cars are in very poor conditions. The paint has chipped away, the glasses are broken, they need to be restored in some way, and so I decided that I would like to make a video on how to do that. So this is exactly what I'm going to do here today. So let's go to the hobby table so that I can show you how to convert and paint a toy car for Gasland. This is the little car that I'm going to convert, and as you can see, it isn't in a very good shape. There are scratches all over it, a lot of paint has chipped away, and it's also very dirty on the inside. To convert it, I'm going to use these 2 sprues manufactured by North Star Military Figure, called Implement of Carnage 1 and 2. Which features a lot of bits in 20mm scale that are perfect for converting little toy cars. I'm not sponsored, but I'll leave the link in the description if you are interested. Of course, you don't have to use them, anything from your bits box is a potential converting pieces, you just need to use your imagination. I like to disassemble the toy car before doing anything else. So, with a Dremel I'm going to drill away the rivet on the bottom of the car so that I can take it apart. This way is going to be easier to convert it and paint it. The only problem is that it's a very unpleasant job. This is so goddamn loud. Oh, and also use a bench vise, don't use your bare hands to hold the car. This is incredibly dangerous. I don't suggest you do like what I'm doing right now. Don't do it, alright? Now that all the pieces of the car are separated, we can start converting it. First thing that we have to do is to glue the wheels. This is because you don't want your toy car to move around the table when playing. Now, another thing that I like to do when I can see the inside of the car is to put a little pilot in it, because it just makes sense, unless you don't want a haunted car that can move around without a pilot. Now we can convert our car, but first I want to strip some paint away from it. It is better to remove the paint on those parts that you want to glue stuff on. This way the glue will have a better surface area to grab onto. I'm going to use this professional paint stripper that smells really bad, and it's also a little bit disgusting, gross, and slimy. And you can see that this paint is kids proof. Even with a stronger paint stripper, it doesn't come off very well. These are some of the bits that I'm going to use on the car. First, the double machine gun on the car's roof. To create a better surface for the glue to grab on, I filed a little bit the point in which the gun is going to be glued. This will create a more rough surface for the glue to grip on. I've done the same on the back of the car because I wanted to glue a pair of exhaust pipes on the rear side of it. Now our post-apocalyptic car is coming together, but I wanted to add something else. This thing that you see here is a plastic canvas. I'm going to use this as an armor plate on the rear and the side windows of the car. I just need to cut it the right shape and then glue in it. I've also added a bull bar on the front of the car. To do that, I've drilled a hole on the front part of the chassis and then glued a piece onto that part. It's very cool, but it's still missing something. Toothpicks. These are perfect to simulate spikes welded on the car's body. Now we're talking. Okay, it's time to paint. I've primed everything black, and for the main color of the car I choose a nice purple. I'm using my airbrush to make things easy for me, but you don't have to. Now, with a lighter purple, I have generously dry brushed the entire car body. This way all the details are going to be highlighted in a very quick and easy way. Then I thinned down some purple tone from the army painter and washed everything. This will create the illusion of shadows in the recess of the car. Now I wanted to personalize the car a little bit. The most classic and best thing to paint on a car, or in any miniatures if you want to hear my humble opinions, are flames. Green on purple is always a beautiful combination for me, so with a small brush I've started to paint some dark green flames on the hood and the front side of the car. Now, by adding a little bit of white every now and then to the dark green, I have painted a lighter and lighter thin layers of green, starting from the top to the bottom. This way, I was able to achieve a smooth and nice transition to a dark green on the very top of the flames to a bright light green on the base. I just love painting flames, they are the best. To make everything more even, I have washed the flames with a very thin down green tone. Then the metal parts of our car. A very straightforward way to paint them, just an even coat of lead belcher all over them. Since I was there, I have also painted the car seats with a brown color, Catagen Flash to be specific. Then I have washed everything with a black wash, Null Oil, and then dry brush all the metal parts with the color Necron Compound. The last little details are the rear light, painted in red, the front light in yellow, and the car wheels, painted in black. This is the best part that makes me cry a little bit every time. Weathering. With a sponge, I've applied a dark brown color in random spots around the car. This will simulate the paint chipping away from the model. It makes me cry because this will cover some of the flames that I have painted earlier, and it's a little shame. Then I've done the same thing, but this time with a lighter brown and only on the bottom of the car to simulate dirt and mud splashing all over the vehicle. The last color that I've applied with the sponge is a dark orange, this time to simulate rust on the model. Every self-respecting post-apocalyptic car needs to have rust on it. I have also thinned down the orange paint a little bit, and I have applied it with my brush on the metal recesses of the model. The last little touch is a very light dry brush on random spots of the car with a metallic silver paint to simulate scratches and little damage. This will emphasize the realism of the paint job. I've also painted our little pilot off camera. Didn't put too much effort on it, mainly because it's going to be hidden inside the car and the paint job isn't going to be visible for the most part. Now let's reassemble our toy car and see how it turned out. Restoring and painting these little toy cars always gives me joy. Not only because they make a fun and quick project, but because finding old miniatures and toys and give them new life and purpose, for me, it's one of the greatest things to do in this hobby. So my friends, thank you very much. I hope you have found this video interesting, useful, and if you did, leave a like and also let me know down in the comments if you have already know about the game Gaslands, if you have already converted and painted some of your toy cars. Let me know everything that you want down in the comment section. Also, I didn't told you this before at the beginning of the video, this is not a sponsored video. I haven't been sponsored by the creator of Gasland. I think that this is a great game that a lot of people need to know and play. So even though I haven't been sponsored, I really want you to know this amazing game. Also, if you want, you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos in the future, and down in the description you will find a link to my Instagram, so if you want to follow me there, I would be very happy and grateful. But I would be even more grateful if you also check the link to my coffee, because I have a coffee. If you want, you can burn $1 and support me. You don't have to do that, keep it for yourself if you need it, but if you really want to donate to me, well, I will be eternally grateful to you. So my friends, thank you very much. This is the end of the video and I hope to see you the next time. I am Quarry. Ciao, ciao.